और प्रेम भक्त जो एक और जो और जो और जो एकमात्र साधन है जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति एवं श्रद्धा पूर्वक नतमस्तक होते हैं। उनकी कृपा से जीव भक्त क्लेशों महासागर को पार कर सकता है तथा कृष्ण जी के प्राप्त कर सकता है। मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है कि उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपने चेतना को करें। उनके ऐसी सिद्धि है जो समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। वे मेरी आँखों को खोलती हैं तथा मेरे दिव्य ज्ञान होते हैं। जन्म जन्मांतरों में ये प्रेरित प्रभु ये प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं और अविद्या का नाश करते हैं। उनके चरित्र का याद करते हैं। हे गुरुदेव परमासिंधु तथा पतितु आप सबके गुरु एवं सभी लोगों के जीवन में हे गुरुदेव हे गुरुदेव मुझ पर श्री चरणों की छाया मुझे आपका रस लेता हूँ पैदा हुआ है श्री
Hare Krishna. Once again, we would like to welcome Maharaj. So just for our purification, I would like to read brief introduction of Maharaj here. So Maharaj joined ISKCON in year 1982. He became a full-time devotee of the temple, living in government job in year 1988. He completed his graduation in science at BJP College, Bhubaneswar, and engineering courses in the year of 1982. He is initiated by Srimad Bhagavat Katha Maharaj. His first initiation was in 1985. And second initiation was on 1987, and sannyas initiation was on 2025 at the occasion of Gaur Purnima at Mayapur. One offered a job to become a professor in microbiology, but Sri Bhagavat Maharaj told him that I want you to become professor in Krishna consciousness. Teach all over the globe. So Maharaj finally dedicated his life for the teaching purpose. Maharaj has written and translated so many books. So just I would like to mention few of them. So the following books of Sri Prabhupada and other ISKCON sannyasis and Guru in English languages are already translated into Uriya, Jai Maharaj ji. So these are the names. Bhakti Ratnavali, spiritual master and disciple. Sri Namakruta, quest for enlightenment, 26 qualities of Vaishnava behaviors. Nectar of Ocean of Holy Men, beginner guide to Krishna consciousness. Embankment of separation, Nityananda Charitamrita, necklace of Gaudiya Vaishnava, Prem Samputa, Prem Vivarta, BTG additional 26 years still now as his editor. Prema Bhakti Sadhana Katha, and so many other books. We don't have sufficient time to mention all the books. So once again, I would like to welcome Maharaj. Haribol! So we are very much blessed today to hear from Lotus Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
By the mercy of all the Vaishnavas here, your big association, good association for Radha Parthasarthi Temple, mostly from 2000 till 2025. Before I came, but I had a regular connection here by the love and affection of all the devotees here, mostly our dear Vailesar and Elder Brother Mahamantra Prabhu and Jitanitra Prabhu and our President, Temple President Mohan Rupa Prabhu and our Sachinandan Chaitanya Prabhu and so many devotees. I can't immediately recollect their names, but I was getting more inspiration to become a devotee and coming here frequently to the divine association and the blessings, so that I can go ahead with my spiritual programs. And ultimately, it's Krishna's desire, Radha Parthasarthi's desire that after sannyas, I was planning to come here, but devotees, mostly the disciples of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj, has allowed me to come here to have the association with well elevated devotees. I can't speak that I am a sannyas, but by yours all's grace, I came with a information of grace only, as His Holiness Bhakti Vilakana Atma Ramananda Krishna Chaitanya Swami, the name His Holiness Jayapati Swami Guru Maharaj given. He told that such a big name I am not given to anybody else till now. But Maharaj, it is an exam for me. Sometimes I am forgetting. No. Because I had given, you have to remember, tell others to remember. No, any part of that sannyas name should not be removed by anybody else. Give them the slips, they can read, they can just utter the name. Utter Maharaj. What manner it should be in gathering of 130,000 devotees in Mayapur during Gaur Purnima Day. So it is all of your blessings. I mostly appreciate our Radha Parthasarthi Temple devotees. Just telling everywhere there, personally in the meeting, I do not know. I once came to Rohini Temple for inauguration by the mercy of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj. Others temple I visited, but my frequent visit and interaction with the Radha Parthasarthi Temple devotees are the most blissful for me. I am grateful to them. And when they told we had made a program and a one-day stay, I had my one-day program and just here. Now, right, next day there is no program, we are confirming. If the opportunity there, it will stay for the second day also. But we will confirm you after 10 o'clock this morning your programs and communicate to you properly of the second day program. So many thanks to all of you. Please bless me. I will go ahead with my sannyas preaching mission and be with all of you till my last night. Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Bhur Govind Goswami Guru Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Jayapati Katha Swami Guru Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki Jai. Samavit Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Nirai Gaur Premananda Hare Gaur. It is on the programs you had seen about the topic. I had seen last night after 10:30 because devotees are after the class 9 o'clock class was over night. It is door is already closed. They came personally to the room. Last devotee has so many questions in the class. I asked if any question is there. He came to the room. He left the room by midnight 12. So I was going to bed just after that, and some or other by 2:50 a.m. I woke up just 2 hours rest, or little bit more than 2.5 hours, less than 3 hours. That's why my voice is choking. I could not utter the mantras there. Still they allowed me to do Nrsimha prayer, so also I didn't like to receive prayer. So now I am here to just give few minutes talk. I am not so much advanced like Mahamantra Prabhu and Gita Mantra Prabhu, the Jain of the institute here. And he has all this, he is a living, a computer to all of us. Wherever a mistake, he come immediately, raise the hand and point it out. Many thanks to him. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Kunja Jaya
परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद
अभय चरणार बिंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की। इस्कॉन ब्यूटी फाउंडर आचार्य श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य नित्य लीला प्रविष्टा स्तोत्र सता श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नवाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्यामकुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री राधा पार्थ सारथी ललिता विशाखा जी की जय। श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की जय। श्री श्री गौरपिताई की जय। श्री श्री प्रहलाद सिंह जी की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। राधा पार्थ सारथी इस्कॉन गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे हरे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Guru की जय। थोड़ा मंगलारती कीर्तन करो। अरे निवेदन है, मेरा प्रवचन हिंदी में होगा या अंग्रेजी में बताइए आप। हिंदी। मेरे को हिंदी इतना अच्छा मालूम नहीं। आप सब हिंदी भाषा वाले देश का आदमी में बिल्कुल उड़िया आदमी और जगन्नाथपुरी से तो हूँ, लेकिन कोशिश करूँगा हिंदी में बताने के लिए। जब कुछ कोई समस्या होगा वह भाषा में कुछ त्रुटि विच्युत होगा, आप मेरे को माफ कर देंगे। हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कथमहं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सर्वगणनाथान्वितं साग्रहितं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादं सर्वगणललिता श्रीशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुरेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। परम विजय श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तन की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्रीमद् भागवतम 7वां स्कंद अध्याय 7 श्लोक नंबर 13। भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज ने गर्भ में क्या सीखा?
You only can speak in English. Huh? You can speak in English also. Which is comfortable.
किताब is in Hindi.
This one is.
इधर है, ठीक है।
32, 33.
अध्याय and text or 13. Oh my God. Here 27:7:1:3. As reading it again and 14 and 12 and 15 verse, just till I come here. 7:7:13. 37. Okay.
About Guru, that is favorite topic. 32 is about
32. 7:7.
spiritual master.
7
7,
into
5,
7.
fifth chapter, sloka number 30. 7, 5, 30.
7:5.
That's actually the marking place is here, but how they have to jump to 7:30 again, anyhow.
7:30.
Okay, now you gave to me this information. Just on the vessel. Thank you. Canto 7, chapter 5, text 32. Prahlad Maharaj, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. Naisang matis Tavat Guru Kamangring Sati Anartham Bhagavu Jadarthaha Mayasang Pado Rajobhiseka Niskincananam Nabrinita Java Naisang Matistava Duru Pramangre Sati Anartha Bhagavu Jadarthaha Niyasang Padarajobhiseka Niskincananam Nabrinita Java. You can repeat. So the verse, word meaning, then translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Now not a sum of these matihi the consciousness, tavat that learned Guru Krama Angring, the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is famous for performing uncommon activities, sprusati, thus touch, anartha of unwanted things, apagamaha, the disappearance, yet of which artha, the purpose, mayasam of the great souls, the Mahatmas of the devotees, Padarajaha by the dust of the lotus feet, Abhisekam, consecration, Nishtichananam of devotees who have nothing to do with this natural world, nor not Brahmika may accept Jabat as long as translation by Srila Prabhupada. Unless they smear upon their bodies the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, completely freed from material contamination,
Persons very much inclined towards materialistic life cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his uncommon activities. Only by becoming Krishna conscious and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord in this way can one be freed from material contamination. Purport. Becoming Krishna conscious brings about anartha apagama, the disappearance of all anarthas, the miserable conditions we have unnecessarily accepted. The material body is the basic principle of these unwanted, miserable conditions. The entire Vedic civilization is meant to relieve one from these unwanted miseries. But persons bound by the laws of nature do not know the destination of life, as described in the previous verse. Isha Tantram Mudam Nivaddham. By the three strong moods of natural nature, the education that keeps the conditioned soul bound life after life is called materialistic education. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained that materialistic education expands the influence of Maya. Such an education induces the conditioned soul to be increasingly attracted to materialistic life and to stray further and further away from the liberation from unwanted miseries. One may ask why highly educated persons do not take to Krishna consciousness. The reason is explained in this verse. Unless one takes shelter of a bona fide, fully Krishna conscious spiritual master, there is no chance of understanding Krishna. The educators, scholars, and big political leaders worshipped by millions of people cannot understand the goal of life and take to Krishna consciousness, but they have not accepted a bona fide spiritual master and the Vedas. They are in the Mundaka Upanishad 3.2.3, it is said, Nayanga Atma Prabhatanana Labhyo Na Vedhya Na Bahuna Srutena. One cannot become self-realized simply by having an academic education, by presenting lectures in an erudite way, Prabhatanana Labhyaha, or by being an intelligent scientist who discover many wonderful things. One cannot understand Krishna unless one is blessed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Only one who has surrendered to a pure devotee of Krishna and taken the dust of his lotus feet can understand Krishna. First one must understand how to get out of the clutches of Maya. The only become Krishna conscious. And to become Krishna conscious very easily, one must take shelter of a realized soul, a Mahat or Mahatma, whose only interest is to engage in the service of the Supreme Lord. As the Lord says in the Bhagavat Katha, chapter 9, text 13, Mahatmanastu man partha daivim prakrutim asiddhaha bhajanti ananya manaso gyantva buddhadim apayam. O son of Buddha, those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Therefore, to end the unwanted miseries of life, one must become a devotee. Jasyasti bhakti bhakti akinjana sarve gunis tatra samasati suraha. One who has unflinching devotional faith in Krishna consistently manifests all the good qualities of Krishna and the demigods. Bhagavatam 5:18-12. Jasya devi parabhaktir jatha devi tatha guru tasya te katidai artha prakasante mahatmanah. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master are all the imports of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. Shutasatar Upanishad 6:23. Jame Vishwa Brunite Tena Labhyastase Shatma Vibrunite Tanushang. The Lord is obtained only by one whom he himself chooses. To such a person, he manifests his own form. Mundaka Upanishad 3:2-3. These are Vedic injunctions. One must take shelter of a self-realized spiritual master, not a materially educated scholar or politician. One must take shelter of a niskinjana, a person engaged in devotional service and freed from material contamination. That is the way to return home back to Godhead. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Gaura Govinda Goswami Niti Namine. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devam Gaurvani Pracharini. Nirvisesha Sukhvadi Paschat Dati Satarini. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mancha kalpataro vyascha vipasindhu devacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaisnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Anant Koti Vaisnavridya ki jai, Jai Parthasarathi Mandir Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. So this is a very, very most important, very attractive, very most essential verse or text given by Prahlad Maharaj, which I had missed since last 5 days. As inquiring what is the topic or Bhagavatam for me in Radha Parthasarathi temple, that came the way somebody had or told me wrong, or they could not exactly listen it. But now, in this particular spot, Prabhuji is telling, Mahamanta Prabhu is telling that your verse is selected this one. And we can't, I should not say, I am not so proud of it also. Such a nice verse, every now and then, my revered spiritual master, Srila Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj, just repeatedly told us, you see how Prahlad Maharaj is reciting this verse to give us an encouragement that how we should practice Krishna consciousness, fixed in devotional service, and our highest honor to our revered spiritual master, and so strong devotion at the lotus feet of Supreme Lord Krishna, and ultimately that will help us to just it will make us free from all material contamination. All of us are anyhow somehow or other in different percentage are contaminated in this material atmosphere, which is called as the boat of Goddess Durga. And fortunately, coming end of the month or before that and first week of October, we are going to celebrate her appearance festival gorgeously and very, very opulently all over India, and also some parts of different parts of outside the world also, where Hindu community are more in numbers. Why? To get her blessings. For which purpose? Dhanandai, Janandai, Striyandai, Putrandai, Tisdai, Tyardai. You know, understand. Can easily understand, not to explain in that way all these words. So ultimately, our aim is to enjoy more and more and more. For what purpose? To make our this mountain human form of life a success by plenty of enjoyment. But enjoyment should be given to Supreme Lord Krishna. Why? Na his Bhoktaram Jagyantapasad Sarva Loko Maheswaram. Krishna, the well-wishing friend of everybody, through Arjuna had given us very, very important instruction throughout Gita. And through Gita, he had given us advice that just focus your all enjoyable objects or offer it at the lotus feet of Supreme Angel, who? Krishna himself. He told himself, all the enjoyable objects are made for me. It is created by me and it should be come to my lotus feet. And we are being the followers of our Prabhupada's Hare Krishna movement mission. We should see that every single enjoyable object coming to our touch should be immediately offered to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Of course, we are doing that, but problem is sometimes we are also affected by Maya's tricks, because it is illusory energy. Maya, Miyate Annayayati Maya means what's our real sorrow? It is just Maya is putting us to illusion and covered it with different coverings. First with our subtle elements of subtle body, then with the gross body. You know, all the elements of those two bodies, varieties of bodies are made up the elements of ugly Maya. Means Durga Devi. I should not say, but I should be, because we are in the terms, Srila Gaur Maharaj always, we are just attached to it, and Durga with her lips every now and then. Sorry for Durga Ji, because I am saying all these words, because it was the just words of my divine spiritual master. Ultimately, we are, because this mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance are there, somehow we are, because we are Krishna conscious devotees, we are little bit less affected, but still we are affected, no doubt. Here, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, unless you smear upon your bodies the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava completely freed from material contamination, persons very much inclined towards materialist life cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his uncommon activities. Only by becoming Krishna conscious and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, in this way can one be freed from material contamination. Our real Swarup is, we are all servants of Supreme Lord Krishna. Jiver Swarupai Krishna Nityadas. As per the statement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who had himself Supreme Lord but came in as a devotee incarnation 539 years back in Nadia Navadvip with the help of Mother Sachi and his father Jagannath Misra. Only he had accepted devotee incarnation appeared here. Reason is in Kali Yuga, age of Kali, we have to see what is the easiest process to achieve our goal of life. But all these processes he had described Prahlad Maharaj as per the description of Srila Prabhupada with the statements of Srila Sukadeva Goswami to Prahlad Parikshit Maharaj, that we have to see who is a pure and dear devotee of the Lord. That vision we have to develop by the mercy of Supreme Lord Krishna and as per the different, commentaries of Srila Prabhupada, our grand spiritual master, who is coming on this disciplic successor, who himself had shown a pure devotee can do and undo things by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, as well as with Supreme Lord Krishna's grace. So practical example. At the age of 70, when Indian peoples are taking retirement from all sorts of activities and have a comfortable living condition in their house or in their different engagements, at that time Srila Prabhupada preferred to go to United States of America. How Srimati Morarji had refused her, discouraged her, but Prabhupada is determined to go. And he told her that if you not allow me or arrange my passport or visa or my journey to United States of America through your CRS India navigation company, proprietor Srimati Morarji, then I will see other choice. See all these strong determinants, everything, Srimati Morarji asked him to come to his office. He is closely located to Juhu Beach Islam Temple, where beach side there is office cum residence of Srimati Morarji is there. It was my good fortune. Once I had been to the place. I do not know what is there, but ISKCON I know. And somehow or other, Srimati Morarji was there. Very, very old lady, very slowly walking. And somehow I got the information she is here. Perhaps it will be her last visit to ISKCON Juhu Mumbai Temple of Islam. So ultimately, Prabhupada got the all facilities, and Captain Pandya, the captain of the cargo ship Jaladut, helped him a lot. Maybe you had already well known about the problems he had faced, the physical, the fever and the heart problem, heart attack, how he faced and ultimately reached Boston, and thereafter started his movement slowly and slowly at different obstacles, and ultimately he was successful. Why? He was a surrendered soul at the lotus feet of his divine spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj. And ultimately, because he has faith and love and strong determination, so he got all the blessings of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Although Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati had sent so many sannyasis of his own sannyasis to go and preach abroad, but they were failed. And ultimately Prabhupada was very much successful, and he had introduced in India, and all over India, every corner you see there is an ISKCON temple. Small or big, outpost or Namaste center or whatever it may be. And it is the Prabhupada's mercy we are united here. I am particularly here because when in Greater Kailash there was this ISKCON with Radha Parthasarni, I had been to the place. Not this place, it was open, but as busy Samarada, I missed the program. I was just cursing myself. Such a very golden opportunity I lost. Why I have not been to this place? but it is Krishna's arrangement, Radha Parthasarath's arrangement. Okay, go wait. There is another opportunity where this Radha Madhav, Lalita Vishakha, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman and Panchatattva are going to be installed and to be inaugurated by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj. He just saw me once while walking in this temple. He asked me, and I told him I made programs. They are calling me to different places. Maharaj, I have a request. What? They are not listening to me because Guru has disappeared. No, pushing or any back force for me. I can approach them directly. They are giving big shots, and so to say, it's not bureaucrats, and they are also the leading personalities. So, I will help you in one contest that I am not the GBC there. If you will approach, they will take it some other meanings. Rather, I will say His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami, who is the GBC of the area or a sannyasi, active sannyasi of Orissa state, he may approach for it. As Jayapataka Maharaj is not so much in a good physical condition. So in this way he pacified me. I am praying to Radha Partha that definitely you will become sannyasi. Because you have a strong desire and waiting for a long period. That solace gave me very strong, inner, the strength that definitely I have to wait. Because such a great close associated Prabhupada and Radha Parthasarathi and Gaur Lakshman Hanuman is assuring me, I will be rest assured, I will be given sannyas, but will be late. In that way, I had got all the attachment to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj. Thereafter, a long chance, thereafter got in the Rohini temple inauguration. We are so happy because you people are by your very good, great, kind contribution and your involvement association. Such a temple was inaugurated in his physical presence, and the 19th of April 2024 he was making a small circumambulation with its parikrama mark. So he was looking at the walls, the pictures and the lighting systems and the caption. He was asking the concerned devotee, why these are not finished yet? Temple is inaugurated already. And pictures having the significance of caption is not there, then how people know which picture, why, which, in this way, no lighting, in darkness, what people see. Guru Maharaj, we are doing short-lived, and after your again second visit, you will see. Krishna is black. Krishna had seen all these manifestations of the Leela in different forms, in different temples, and in different, varieties of devotees from all parts of the world. Because he was covering almost all the corners of the world. And himself with GBC Jayapataka Maharaj, they both are covering the world in their most of the time in touring preaching program. And ultimately Krishna is so much pleased with His Holiness that he planned, I should not chance to have more sufferings. He had enough suffering, so it should be his last visit to this material world. In this Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman altar, as in obeisances to their lordships, Maharaj came immediately to Gaur Nitai, to Krishna, Radha Parthasarathi. With that, oh, you are here? No, Maharaj, by your mercy, I am here. How long? Maharaj, 28 level back with Rajdhani Express to Bhubaneswar. So what's your programs, Maharaj? Nobody told me, Maharaj told, that I am also living to Dehradun, and there are 2 days meetings, bureau meetings. Maharaj, in this weak condition of your health, why you have not preferred to make it in Delhi? Why at Dehradun? I tried my best. They told Delhi is a pollution city. Already polluted city, we won't go there. We will prefer to go to Dehradun. Then I preferred, I should have a video conference. No video conference. You have to physically present that. What I have to do? I have to go there. I will come back by 3rd bus. Maharaj, I will be there. I will not in Delhi. I will be there. Anyhow, we are calling regularly now and then here. We will meet again. That is our last step. Maharaj, can I take one photograph with your all associates? Most welcome, no problem. So they took photographs, sent it to me. 29th Maharaj started that program there and he was also re-elected as the chairman of ISKCON Bureau, and ultimately I got this and he went to bathroom, some or other, he was just being severely injured and he had been admitted to this ICU. What is this? Just taking 2 days back and again ICU. Just next third of minute they told he's in the ventilator and the worst condition, please pray. And just the moment I heard of the news, I prayed God Nitai, Krishna Balram, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Radha, Gopinath. He's the only living strong pillar now for ISKCON. Jayapataka Kumar is not having any movement. So please, please help us by making him a very quick recovery. Why am I nonsensical? I have no purity. Why you listen to me? Radha Bhajan can't. Forget it. The way he had served the mission, serving to his spiritual master, moving around the globe, establishing centers, projects, and just distributing Gita incidentally, making Delhi ISKCON Parthasa Temple number 1 in the Indian book distribution marathon during this Gita marathon. And in Mayapur, they are creating all his topper, first position Delhi Temple, first position Delhi Temple. So once in this occasion, and but sorry for the diversion of this, because it is his dominance, he is telling me, Maharaj speaks something. Yes, Maharaj, I am a subservient, definitely will it right, because I know how you have a love for this, just most Balam. So ultimately, Jayapataka Maharaj once visited here, although he was very much not just moved very frequently because wheelchair is only means to come. So he came here. I heard it in Mayapur. The devotees told, please bless us. This time we want to become fasting Gita Marathon coming November. Oh, I have one mercy to all of you. I am very happy that you should, and you are trying your best with different groups and individuals, greyas, whoever I am seeing, have Gita in their hands and preaching and distributing. Definitely will become top first in this year's marathon. Then he went back to Mayapur. Mayapur devotees to Guru Maharaj. He went to Delhi. So what preparation had seen? Oh, so much wonderful. They are making day and night one and moving. No sleep, no rest, no prasad, nothing. Every nook and corner they are going. They have their two Gitas in their hand and with the bags everything they have Gita. In the vehicle they have carton loads of Gita. They will become fast. What? You are for us? For us means that. Krishna told, where there is winning side, I will be that side. So I asked them, try your best, become, no problem. Now for us, you should try, compete with them. If Mahaprabhu wants, you may become first. What become Guru Maharaj? Are Baba, I told them, so how can you iterate? Now for us, try your best, paying Radha Madhav. If they want, you can become. In this way, the Acharyas just make an arrangement. There will be very tough and rough competition among the devotees in distributing it. First and second is not the question. Question is how much people are benefited getting Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita as it is Bhagavad Gita Jathanurup. That's done by two temples, Mayapur and Delhi Radha Parthasarthi temple, Islam. So in this way, they are both present there and they distributed prizes and devotees are very much encouraged. One is now in the bedridden condition, another left one. You see how psychological effect on the devotees who are distributing. But his teachings, his activities, his all these manifestations are different. 18 ISKCON branches surrounding the Delhi NCR area. Nobody never seen their life any part of the world or any part of India. This is the unique example created by Sri Srimad, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj. And because of his purity, he has his surrender, complete surrenderness to his divine spiritual master Srila Prabhupada and full dedication. Determination, I will do it. So definitely it will happen. So here Prahlad Maharaj is telling, becoming Krishna conscious, Prabhupada here is purport, brings about to anartha apagama, the disappearance of all anarthas. Measurable condition we have unnecessarily accepted. To accept this body is also anartha. Because we have our own sorrow. Like we are putting dress as per our body size and giving tailor the measurements and giving us the fitted dress we are wearing. So when that dress is just become old, we are throwing it out, having a new dress. Similarly, the soul, who is a spiritual, having spiritual identity and spiritual body, it has also dress. What dress? These material skins and this inferior that enter this subtle bodies with mind, false ego and intelligence. So these coverings are just making our real swarup covered, so that we are just identifying either through subtle body or through the gross body, but that is not a real body. When you chant and chant and chant, constantly Mahamantra of the Lord, given by a pure devotee of the Lord, and just cry before their lordships, please give me a chance. I should be free from clutches of Maya and serve you better and best. So Krishna and Radha Parthasarathi, they are very soft. They are very kind-hearted personality. They are very much sympathetic to the devotees praying for their seva. So they are giving you seva. You are chanting seriously, trying to make it offenseless, and ultimately you will just have the association of when expert devotee speakers like our Mahamantra Prabhu, Jitanitra Prabhu, our President, what's his name? Mohan Rupa Prabhu. So many, I can't immediately recollect, please excuse me that I could not recite their names. They are giving treatment of the philosophy in the term of their rotation basis, you know, that another is Deen Dayal Santha. I होता है नहीं. Deen Dayal में क्या नाम है इनका? Deenanayak. Sorry. He is also one of the good best preachers. So in this way, they are inspired by their preachings. Quotation from the Prabhupada's Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita and other literatures, and Goswami's different, you know, quotations, so that you have enough feedback here. Why? Not just to know the self, see the self. To see the self, you should develop your vision power. This material vision's latest distance is 10 kilometers or little more than that. Depth may be maximum 40 to 50 feet if it is clean crystal, clean water. But that is not the proper, you know, condition to know or see the Supreme Lord. It needs your senses totally perfect, like Krishna himself. But it is not so easy. Constantly, if you engage in the service of the Lord, chant seriously, offenseless the holy name, and just have the association of dear and pure devotees of the Lord. In this way, in gradual process, you will see that your senses are all purified. Means free from all material contaminations, free from all material attachments, free from all nasty things. That's why it is called anartha apagama. And thereafter, material body is the basic principle of this unwanted, miserable condition. Body is material, senses are material, mind is polluted, and desire is to enjoy. So what will get? Any spiritual body? No. We are here as the practitioner, joined here in different parts of Vaikuntha planets created by Prabhupada through his dear disciples like Jayapataka Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj, Gaur Govind Goswami Guru Maharaj, all the dear disciples of Prabhupada. They are here to help us, but we should take proper utilization. We should see how properly utilize every single moment of our life in these Krishna conscious activities. That's why it did not enter Vedic civilization meant to relieve one from this unwanted misery. We are inviting ourselves. We have very good and numbers of dresses for our regular use. But temple is providing us because we are doing marathon, we are doing position, we are meeting people. So we have enough 50 numbers of dresses. What more we need? If you can accumulate the dress or the equivalent amount of money for it, you can spend it in your this marathon period or Krishna consciousness movement spreading mission, that will help you. But out of greed, it is my quota. Why I will just give it to others. Once I have visited the local area park or this that to make myself fresh with some devotees. The devotees, sorry, please I'm telling you the truth, you are my brothers, please excuse me. They had gone with their old dress used in packet in their bags. They are distributing the slum dwellers and the footpath dwellers. I objected it. Why you are objecting? I told, I am not get this type of dress in Bhubaneswar. Bhubaneswar temple yet had not given me any good dress, new dress in Janmashtami or any annual festival or any Ratha Jatra festival till now, because temple is in a deficit of funds. Please give me those dresses. I will be very much pleased. I have cried before them. What are you saying? We are a sannyasi candidate. We are pretty junior to you. Why you are asking us? I am not tolerating. Because I am dirty dress. I should not ask to the temple because I am not giving any contribution to the temple. I am highly indebted to all of you. Please give me. I just scratching just pulling the dresses from the bag to my shirt. They told with folded hands, please, it will be Vaishnava Aparad. Please don't repeat, we will go to hell, please help us. They rather paid me obeisance. I told, what is this condition? Good dress for me. I will maintain it for the next 10 years. And you are giving it to the outside beggars and slum dwellers. I am praying you every now and then if people are not listening to me. So, how ill-fated luck I have. I am not deserved for your this type of donations. Please. In this way, they just ignored me. Because my prayer is not so just, very powerful to toss their hand. Of course, they just realize the situation, but everybody has that great. Why will take all these dresses to such a senior everybody? In their calculation, that they are also. I had seen, I prayed to the Lord and my spiritual master. Because when I was moving last 9 to 10 years for my sannyas, I have my different expenditures including annual fees to the temple, sannyas ministry and touring expenses, tickets with the trains, if they're sending me outside, abroad, I have to pay air tickets, visa, charge everything. Who will give me money? I was not asking here because I am feeling very sad because I have no contribution, no seva, nothing. I am just enjoying the facilities given by the devotees out of their love and affection for me. What I was getting when moving, begging door to door, to person to person, they are telling, you have your brothers, godbrothers as the managers there. You are a very petty senior devotee doing a lot of seva from Gaur Maharaj period till now. I can't explain you. That is the cause of my pain in heart. Because jealousy is a factor which makes our love divided into different parts. Unless one is realizing, how can you convince them? Practically you are doing seva, not that we are idle there. Whatever the benefits they are getting now, because by the mercy of Prabhupada and Gaur Maharaj, we are toiling hard day and night. He has only allowed us to take rest for 7 hours or maximum 7.5 hours a day just to continue next day seva. Otherwise 17 hours we are totally engaged in spiritual and practical activities of Krishna consciousness. In this way, I was just moving, I was seasoned. After 10 years when I was giving sannyas, I told one of my very good close brother in Mayapur, before getting sannyas, I am already in sannyas with a good realization. This material world, as Bhakti Siddhanta told and Gaur Maharaj told very often, that is not actually fit place for any gentleman to live. They gave me, but my enthusiasm, inspiration, encouragement was there to take immediately, not immediately after 5-6 years, so that I could have pleased the Lord. I had got by the mercy of Gaur Maharaj, because he had seen it very on the very 50th year of his golden jubilee year of his sannyas celebration, because he took sannyas from Bhakti Katha Swami Prabhupada in the 1975 during the inauguration of Krishna Balaram temple at Vrindavan and the installation of deities, which Prabhupada had not disclosed to anybody. Tripurari Swami was there and Gurudev was there. Prabhupada told Gaur Govind, come here, where the preparation of Havan is there. 40 students are going to take Harinam, 12 are to take Gayatri Dikha, 2 are taking sannyas, you are one of the candidates. Try it will disclose, it will be a big explosion among my disciples. So you just put on this seats there, this leaflets there, then all ingredients for Havan, for individual devotees, Achaman, everything. Just engage yourself. The time comes, I will give you the just symbol to come and jump forward to put on your dress and have hold danda and I start our. It is Guru and disciples, confidential, talk, means conversation. Govind Maharaj as an ideal student, sincere student, followed Prabhupada and made all these arrangements. All of them, why Govind Maharaj is doing all these things. The moment everything is finished, Prabhupada came with full preparation to start the hour, and before that he told Govind Maharaj come and put on a dress. Unknown, everybody knew that Tripurari Swami is taken, but who is the second? So when he's just seated there, Prabhupada told the Pujari start the Havan. Immediately Havan chala 45 minutes tak, in between Prabhupada told, today two sannyasis candidates are here, they are taking sannyas. One is Tripurari Swami and another is Govind Swami. They are to give the name giving ceremony or name to the 40 brahmacharis are not the Harinam candidates. Then rest 12 he told to my room, I will give you guide there. When Prabhupada entered to his room, immediately 60 or 70 numbers of his own disciples and managers, mostly from Western world, they just come forward and knock at the door. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you want to meet your divine grace. Prabhupada knew they are coming to attack. He opened the door. But we have the objection. What objection? Now you are initiated the Tripurari Swami, okay. But who is this guy? You are telling from Odisha, a lean and thin fellow from the jungle area. He has no idea of Krishna consciousness. Within 6 months, we are giving him Harinam, Gayatri and Sannyas. Is he a test candidate? No, I am the judge. What more you want? Why you are given? You are all practicing Vaishnavas. We want to know why you are giving Sannyas. He is born Vaishnava. What more anything? Answer. Then, once I had been to Juhu temple, they are the archives of Prabhupada. The devotees knew that I am the close associate of Govind Maharaj. I have a full number, but they see their impression, they called me. See, we have the recording voice of Prabhupada during the initiation of Govind Maharaj and Tripurari and others in Vrindavan, during the opening ceremony of the temple and installation of deities. Prabhupada is telling, as you had told everything okay, Prabhupada added one more verse there. What? If you will disturb me further, mind it, I will leave ISKCON, I will stay with Govind Maharaj forever. Be sure. Then they become Abba. What? Spiritual master decide and leave ISKCON, stay with his own individual devotee. How our movement will exist, how our project will expand, how we will be inspired or just encouraged to do our teaching activity on our own. They all came forward and paid obeisance to Prabhupada. Govind Maharaj is ours, you are ours, ISKCON is ours, and we all belong to it. Together we will again unite and start the project. That's why I wanted all these impressions from you. But you are becoming arrogant and attacking. What can I do? I am an old man. Neither can fight, neither can confess your words. So in this way, Prabhupada's movement is going on. How Prabhupada's love towards his dear devotee. Everybody he had paid, just distributed his love. Who had accepted his, as it is, single drop of love become a big Pacific or Atlantic Ocean to inundate the whole world. In this way, what not made by Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj, what not by Jayapataka Swami, what not by Gaur Govind Maharaj, what not by our rest of the Prabhupada's disciples. Being sannyasi or grihastha or brahmachari, they just sacrifice their life to spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. In this way, we are getting information anartha apagama. Unnecessarily, we are just accepting the miserable condition. Because this conditions what we have made this material body. But what they made, they just doted towards Krishna consciousness. Their bodies and mind and ego, everything, senses become perfect with Krishna consciousness. Once they determined to do something, they started with great blessings of Srila Prabhupada. In this way, they are the examples for us how to make anartha apagama. Bright examples. Similarly, as described in the previous verse, Isha Tantram Urudam Nibaddha. They are conditioned by the 3 strands of material motion. That chapter is over. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur told. What Bhaktivinoda Thakur told? That Jada Vidya, material knowledge, is the first hindrance for us in this progressing in Krishna consciousness. Accepting the devotional practice. জড় বিদ্যাযত মায়ার বৈভব তোমার ভজনে বাধা বহু জনমিয়া অনিত্য সংসারে জীবকু করায় গাধা। That title they are given most educated Nobel laureate, or maybe the scientists, or maybe the big engineers, or astronauts, whatever it means, they are all gadhas. Means us. What us is doing? Just he has his own owner, Malik. He's just putting all heavy loads on the back of that gadha, and gadha in front he's just putting bundle of grass. Take it and go. It is such a fool that animal is taking little grass, taking a load of more than 30 kgs or 30 kgs or 50 kgs. In the night time returns to home, what happened? There is a female gadha is there, gadhini. So gadhini ke sath sex karna kya kaam hai? A bundle of grass and little sex with gadhini. But gadhini is not allowed her every time to do the sex. With the hind legs, she is kicking him immediately that he is just gone out of his association for 10 feet or 15 feet back. Prabhupada told our modern civilization, educated civilization, and very proud of their education or new research or scientists, they are like gadhas kicked by their gadhinis, wives. And they are only business with four-wheeler, two-wheeler, or any more comfortable wheeler, just move them around because very little sex, nothing else. It is your Prabhupada's words. That Prabhupada told this, we are making one concession with Grihastha life. For what? Sense pleasure, nothing else. Money is just we are supplying day and night, just working like gadha. And ultimately, when we are arranging marriage and having wife and all these things, we are accepting a legal prostitution just to enjoy our senses. What's the result? Consequence? Divorce is there. In America, initial stage Prabhupada told it was frequent. This moment marriage, next moment divorce. That is the chronic disease spreading all over India now. No father, no mother, they are just confident that this marriage will remain continue for long years. Because boys and girls, their choice, with their own choice, they are selecting boyfriend, girlfriend, moving comfortably with their care and with the parents. If they are coming for marriage, if father and mother are agree with the proposal, they are telling, bye, Alvida, Pitaji, Mataji, we are going to stay away from you separately. We have selected some, ISKCON like ISKCON, we have seen some areas there is, senior citizens, they have made some houses, you can stay there independently, which supply you money. Chapter is closed. This is our family pleasure. So in this way, it is told here, we are all gadhas in the sense, we are not utilizing our education, senses, mind, intelligence, ego, everything for the service of Supreme Lord Krishna, who is the only Bhokta. In this way, our only way is to increase our seva mood or attachment to the Lord, to the holy name, to the scriptures, to the association of their devotees like Goswamis. They are the right example. Next is Srila Prabhupada, his disciples. So many living examples created by Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Supreme Lord Krishna himself, who is non-different than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one may ask, why educated person do not take to Krishna consciousness? Well, answered by Kunti Devi. Janmeshwarya Sutta Siddhire Ramana Madhamban Naivharati Vaitam Akinchana Gochara. You have good parentage, aristocratic family, and you have very good opulence, being one of the rich men of the Asia or the world. Competition between Adani and Ambani for India, rest the Bill Gates, this, that in the Western world. And you have Janmeshwarya Sutta Sri. You are just having Sri, means all Saundarja, all beauty. Who is very beautiful? He needs a partner of the opposite sex to have a good enjoyment. And Panditya, Sutta means Panditya education. Who is the noble laureate? The highest educated person here. They are getting selected among all the 800 crores human beings of the world, and 1, 2, 3, 4 different faculties. They are getting a good, prize or honor. These things Kunti Devi told will not allow you to become Krishna conscious. Naivarati Vaitam Akinchana Gochara. Akinchana means Kinchana. Kinchana means he has no shelter, no place to take rest, or no means to live, just a pauper. Means totally depending on the mercy of Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna je palak or rakshaka amar. Vaishnava song is there. So in this way, we have to become a pauper in the sense, depending all is on the mercy of Supreme Lord Krishna. Then, the reason is explained in this verse, unless one takes shelter of bona fide, fully Krishna conscious spiritual master, there is no chance of understanding Krishna. So it's told, Sarvadhamman Paritija Mamekam Saranam. We have different mental speculations. We have different mental desires. So Krishna told, just surrender to me. Akama Sarvakama Mokshakama Bhavdharadi, Titrena Bhakti Yogena Jajitan Purushan Param. We are following, we are praying, but it is for the common public because they are forgetting most of the time. Also, Mundaka Upanishad says, Naingatma Prabhatananalabhya no madhya no bahunasvataya. Whatever way the process should be added, if it is not for the pleasing Supreme Lord Krishna, by having regular hearing from Karma Jnani Yogi, including his devotees or sannyasis, will not give you any benefit. And no so many pravachanas. Then, no Medhya, I have very big intelligence. I have come from Delhi IIT, Kanpur IIT, Mumbai IIT. I am a topper, I am a gold medalist, I am this, I am that. I am from a very big, good, opulent background. That Lord does not care. Because he is Sadeshwara Punnaja, Bhagavan Sashvana. He is incessantly or unlimitedly having opulence in 6 faculties. And Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashyate. So he is always full in all the opulence for all times to come. Whatever universe he created, or whatever the living entity is just coming out of his body, or whatever the expenditure of all the living, even it is coming from Lord's account, it will remain Purna. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashyate. That's why he is the Supreme Lord. But we have limited resources or limited money or all these varieties of opulence explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in this way, we should see that no one will be compared to the Lord unless we become a servant to the Lord. Because that is our original identity. And we should try to see our own sorrow by these spiritual activities, offenseless chanting, and listening to spiritual master Rajitis, and simultaneously doing a very nistha for seva. Seva should not be stuck or seva should not be directed to somebody. It is pleasing to the Lord. So in this way, all these activities will focus our attention to the Supreme Lord. His pleasure. When Lord is pleased, then ultimately our attachment to this material world will generally, it will be gradually reduced or decreased, and our attachment to the Lord will be coming ahead. Then, one cannot understand Krishna unless one is graced by the Supreme Lord. As he told here, Mahat Tanastu Mang Partha Daiving Prakriti Masita Bhajanti Ananya Manaso Gyantla Bhutadi Mabhyam. Every single verse has his own meaning. Jasyasti Bhaktir Bhagavati Apintana Sarve Gunistatra Samasati Sara. Jasyadeve Parabhaktir Jathadeve Tatha Guru Tasyate Katitayartha Prakasante Mahatmana. Jami Vishwa Brunite Tenulam Satna Vibrunite Tanusha. So these vital important points, my misfortune, they are diverting this sloka, that sloka, and at the class itself, my dear elder brother. And Jitamitra Prabhu is the, reservoir of ocean-like literature in his very much, stomach or the heart, everything. He will go, he will ask immediately. Before computers, he will ask answering. And other experts, very elevated preachers are there. But I could not got the real correct information. I have agreed to explain it. Not before, because you are well acquainted with the words and the teachings and Prabhupada's association and Samarita exalted Vaishnava Prabhupada Disciples Association and so many associations, you are all expert. Point is, this human form of life need for realization and to leave this world and go back to Godhead. So we should analyze from day, morning, Mangalarti, till we are going to bed, how much my achievement, how much I please Krishna and Guru through my life. That your own analysis will help you that I have these points, okay? But these points are not properly done. Who are the seniors here? I should talk to them, take their advice, and I will proceed. Ultimately, I will be 100% perfect in my senses and who Krishna conscious spiritual body, removing all the anarthas and become the fittest candidate to go back to body. But point is, Krishna will choose. You can't calculate yourself or draw the conclusion. Krishna to whom Krishna wants, he will deliver him. Maybe many, maybe one. It is up to his choice. So, give all these tasks to Krishna, pray to Krishna. Undoubtedly, he is very merciful to all of us, all the living entities, and finally he will tell us, Thomas, in which way? You are listening here, you are attending like Maharaj ISKCON Bureau meeting in Dehradun. Which part of the world you may be? Not necessarily our ISKCON campus or ISKCON temple front or with devotees. You are always merged in Krishna's thoughts, Krishna's activities. Manmana bhava madbhakto majjaji man namaskuru. Satyagde pratijani piyosi. You will go back home, definitely sure. So which part of the world you may be, because you are absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, totally Krishna conscious, तो हवाई अड्डा वैकुंठ से आएगा प्लेन. सिर्फ आपके लिए 800 करोड़ human beings are, forget about the rest, they will come in gradual evolution process. So 800 करोड़ वैकुंठ airplane, at least for this airplane, small airplane is ready to take you back home, back to order. Whoever coming first, no necessity to ask or any information to management, immediately you had gone. They will come for the rest of the airplanes, all ritualistic ceremony, chant, sanskar, this, that, they will do. But your soul is already at the lotus feet of Krishna in Vaikuntha planet. Let us see who is getting this opportunity by the mercy of Krishna throughout, at least in India, or throughout the other 18 branches, projects Maharaj made, including your Mayapur Vrindavan, who is the fittest by the Krishna, and how he is getting the plane and going go back to Godhead. There's so many things I can speak. My leaves are joking to speak, but time is late. We have another prasadam seva is there. We are all acquainted in that type of seva, but still that is seva is waiting. Please take your prasadam, enjoy the life, serve Krishna, become totally Krishna conscious with perfect senses, and go back to Godhead by the mercy of Prabhupada and His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Guru Maharaj and so others. That we are the perfect example in front of you, how to become Krishna conscious and how to detach from the worldly affairs and go back to Godhead. Any question, any comments, please give for 5 minutes. Or else we'll close this chapter with praying the mercy of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam. Sorry for my please excuse me. I'm very, very obliged to my dear brother Mahamantra Guru, allowing me to speak in English. I could have spoken in Hindi, but not so clear. I am poor in Hindi language. But still I managed till now in that language. Hare Krishna.
Great.
जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की, जय श्रीला गुरुदेव की, जय श्री श्री गौर निताई की, जय श्री श्री राधा पार्थ सारथी ललिता विशाखा जी की, जय श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की, जय श्री श्री प्रहलाद नृसिंहदेव की, जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, जय कृष्ण पार्थ सारथी टेम्पल गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. वाचा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. थैंक यू.
जय भक्ति विलक्षण आत्मा रामानंद कृष्ण चैतन्य स्वामी महाराज की जय.
I have so many references to add, but that reference is enough to continue to move and speak for us. In the limited stipulated time, we should be satisfied. I've seen you somewhere. Forget the name. I've seen you somewhere. What's the name?
Sadhana Nikalta.
Where is that one?
I'm from Varanasi.
Good job. Oh, with our
perform negative, good at doing that.